Hello everybody, how's it going? Welcome back to Teens Read, and today we're going to be talking about another book series that completely enthralled me. Today we're going to be talking about the Secrets of the Immortal Nicholas Flamel series. And this book series I originally read as a book, and then I'm listening to it again currently as an audiobook, and Jaffe, my little brother's listening to it in an audiobook right now. He's actually got his headphones on currently. And it's just an incredible book series that I've read 3-4 times. So some of the things I really like about this book series are how to see Josh and Sophie's relationship, because they're the two main characters, and they're twins, and one's more powerful, and one's jealous of that. And it's really cool seeing how, even though they have some disagreements, and one's jealous of the other's power, and one of them gets empowered first, it's interesting to see how their love kind of remains strong, but even through their myriad disagreements. Another thing I really like about this audiobook is how many of the characters are non-human. I like having non-human main characters, like Wings of Fire or his Dark Materials. Those have animals that are playing large part in the rules. In Aragon, for example, Saphira, the dragon, is one of the two main characters. So I like books that have non-human main characters or like main characters. And so there's elders like gods, and there's next generation or vampires and things like that. And I really like seeing how he incorporates all those different races and things. So another thing I really like about this book series is how the author has so many different mythologies that he uses and kind of mixes together, and how he uses the mythologies to shape the gods while making it seem like the gods shape the mythologies. And it's really cool seeing that, and it's also cool seeing how he interprets the different mythologies. There's Vikings, and there's gods, and it's really cool seeing how the gods' personas are altered by the actual religions that associated with them. And it's cool to see how he put his individual twist on them. This is another book series that has a lot of mythology in it, and I really like those kind of book series, kind of like the Lightning Thief books. Anyway, so another thing I really liked about this book series, and still do like, is how many different people they meet. Like, they meet Gilgamesh, and they meet Shakespeare, and they meet Machiavelli, and they meet Nicholas Flamel, and they meet all these like historical people, and he uses it. He actually makes them sort of historically correct in ways, but then he also has them continuing to live on and be very different from who they used to be in the past. So that's a really cool thing. Another thing that I really liked about this book series is how his version of magic happens. He uses auras, which is basically the magical energy that surrounds you and that sustains your life. And he has it so, like, you exhaust your aura, and if you use too much, you explode and spontaneously combust. And it's really cool to see his interpretation of magic and magical energies. And the final thing that I really like about this book series is how there's so many different communities that kind of come together around the main characters, and kind of fight together, even though sometimes there's disagreements and things. In the end, they kind of all band together and fight. So, my top 5 favorite characters are, I want to say the Hook-Handed Man, because he's very mysterious and No one really knows who he is, and he's kind of a very big mystery. Another of my favorite characters is Flamel. She's Nicholas Flamel's wife. She's a sorceress. She's also immortal, or for a while. And I really like her because she's super powerful, but kind of stays in the background. And she's mysterious as well, and no one really knows her origins, and no one knows the extent of her powers, and things like that. My third favorite character in this book series is Shakespeare, because I think they portrayed him really well as being poetic, but also adventurous. And I think it's really interesting how the author thinks of Shakespeare, because you kind of get to experience that in this book series. Another thing I really like about this book series another of my favorite characters, my final favorite character in this book series, is Palamedes, who is like a knight who works together with Shakespeare to try to survive, and they're both immortal. Because Palamedes is a very fight for other people kind of guy, and he's very friendly, but also he's very strategic, and I really like that about him. So, those are the reasons I really love this book series, and I would seriously recommend it to anyone who likes fiction fantasy books, especially people who enjoyed The Lightning Thief. I think you'll really enjoy this book series. So, if you want to see more videos like this, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. And if you have any book suggestions or ideas, make sure to leave them down below in the comments, and I will be sure to check them out. Thanks for watching.